And it's time for this multinational, worldwide competition, the IAME Euro Series 2022, to get underway. Ariel, Elkin and Thomas Fleming on the front row from Ollie Greenall and Rivaldo van der Westerleken. Ellie Goldstein is beside Santiago Valve, then Marcus Luzio and Hugo Arendi, Herelin Nerodini and Miguel Silva, Kevin Rabin and Juan Pasalaigua, Enzo La Cruz and Gabriel Stilt from Jan Duran and Alex Martinez, Bart Harrison and Noah Maton, Lewis Bird and Maxi Schleimer from Ubeltsmoor and Bo Heijmans, Julian Carmen and Ivan Arias, Jan Rothen and Jaime Sanz, who is on slicks, Delano Valens and Arthur Valsort, Nicolas Mulbach and Gaspard Lagaye, Adrian Marjulio and Luis Alves, Mikel Marino, Lars Venink, JP Slater and Luca De Grange. And now he is here for VDK Racing, who certainly seem to have picked up the mantle. There's a changing of the guard in 2022. A few teams have come out of the blocks with some pretty special equipment, including VDK Racing and the EGP Racing team from Belgium. They're going to be front runners over the course of this year. But who's going to take the first weekend of the season? Let's find out as we go green straight away. Excellent start from Ariel Elkin. Into the first corner comes Greenall, straight into second place. The field tucks its way through on the opening lap. And are we going to see a change for position into the second corner? Greenall's going for it, side by side, and he's through. Makes the move on Ariel Elkin. Rivaldo van der Westerleken is trying to get through into second place as well. Greenall hugging the inside line. What a start from Ellie Goldstein, who's worked himself into second place. The EGP driver now going side by side, but he loses ground on the exit. As a fast starting Thomas Fleming now comes through. Side by side and off the road goes Elkin. Elkin's gone off. In turn 5, Ariel Elkin, after his brilliant win yesterday, now finds himself in the middle of the pack. Disaster for the Israeli. You couldn't really have asked for a worse start to the lap. And look at the jockeying and weaving of position. Drivers going sideways and left and right and centre in the middle of the field as everybody scrabbles for traction, trying to get some grip into the tyres. A lot of wheel spin on this opening lap, as on the inside, that's one of the Birillards trying to come through. That is Santiago Valve. And he's holding on there from Rivaldo van der Westerleken, trying to find a space on the inside, but he just hasn't been able to make it work. So what a start from Ollie Greenall, the British driver out in front. Second place is Ellie Goldstein, the Belgian, and in third position now, that is Thomas Fleming. He's held on to it from his current position. Marcus Luzio has shot up into fourth position, the man who won the Winter Cup in Valencia last month, and he had a horrible opening heat yesterday. He spun through turn 1 and ended up having to finish a lap down and last after problems with his car. What a comeback from Luzio already, as there goes Valve on the inside, trying to move up into fifth position, going wheel to wheel with van der Westerleken. Van der Westerleken holds on, and here comes Enzo La Cruz. La Cruz is now going to go through on the inside, but is there going to be enough grip? Round the outside, van der Westerleken holds him. Excellent, and diving through past both of them. Santiago Valve uses his superior knowledge of the circuit and gets them both. Wow, we really have started in fantastic fashion here at Zuera. And now coming through, that is one of the Spirit karts, I think. That's Kevin Rabin. So Kevin Rabin, the Swiss driver, is now working his way through. This is his first weekend in senior, don't forget. He's only just dropped up from junior. So Kevin Rabin doing an excellent job in this first heat of the day. As he comes through, oh, he can't quite make a space on Enzo La Cruz. He has to bail out of the move. But Ollie Greenall leads the way for the moment. Excellent work from him so far. Goldstein is a match for him in straight line speed. Then Fleming and Luzio, the Dan Holland Racing teammates, aboard the new Lando Norris car. And what a move from Rabin in turn 1, but he's going to lose ground on the exit. La Cruz is going to come straight back for him on the inside. But Rabin is going to hold it round the outside. There's enough traction. He almost squeezes back through on La Cruz. Van der Westerleken manages to get through on the inside. And Rabin has to let it go, and also losing ground there to Herelin Nerodini, the German. So Nerodini trying to get his way through. There's still a lot of standing water in various points of the circuit. There goes Bart Harrison now diving through on the inside. Bart Harrison, the former two-time IAME Winter Cup junior champion, still battling away. Oh, and Enzo La Cruz is squeezed out there by Kevin Rabin. And Harrison fights his way to the front of the queue, but then gets held up as van der Westerleken takes across. Harrison through on the inside. Thanks very much, I'll take the position. Great racing at IAME X30 Senior. This is what we've been waiting for all season, off-season long. Van der Westerleken gets back through. La Cruz through as well on the inside of Harrison. And there's still an absolute squabble. This is only lap 3, would you believe, and still there is an absolute dogfight going out on circuit. Fleming and Luzio working together, third and fourth place, these two. The two British drivers on the Lando Norris KART chassis, new for the 2022 season, and their alliance in IAME X30 with the Dan Holland Racing team. Here's the move on the inside from Lucio. He gets past Fleming. Fleming reacts well on the exit, and he'll get him straight back again. Ellie Goldstein, fastest lap of the race now. 1:14.6 for the Belgian, who has made the switch across from the VDK Racing team through to the EGP Racing team and the Eichmanns faction. Going to be fascinating to see what happens with that team. They have made such a quantum leap forward in 2022, and with Ellie Goldstein now pushing them further forward in this race, there's a good chance that Ollie Greenall on the Fusion KART Republic chassis is going to have a bit of an issue here. Great battles. Here come Fleming and Lucio. They've got to work together if they want to get this gap down to Greenall and Goldstein. There's great banter further back. Santiago Valve is now on his own in 5th position as the Spanish driver runs in good formation. So let's see if Greenall can hold on to the position. Goldstein in 2nd, but chipping away at the advantage all the time. He's going to get him on slipstream on the next lap, I would think. He's not quite close enough on this one, but certainly he's going to make a massive impact on the next lap. He seems to have good mechanical grip in the slower bends as well. Just a dab of the brake pedal needed for turn 2. This is the first big braking point on the course in the hairpin, and Santiago Valve has now got into the 1:14s. So the circuit is definitely a little bit quicker than it was yesterday. And you can see that there are dry lines starting to appear. How is Jaime Sanz getting on, the slick-shod driver? Well, I'm afraid he's 6.3 seconds off the pace. So it's definitely still a little too early for slick tyres. But is that going to be possible in the next heat? This is the thing. You've just got to wait for the guinea pig to go out, test it, see if it's going to work, and then react accordingly. So Fleming and Lucio, 3rd and 4th place. Look how close Goldstein's getting to Greenall. He might have an opportunity into turn 2 at the beginning of this next lap, as Greenall is trying to find grip. He's just moving his car off the racing line, back onto it again as he tries to fight traction. Goldstein has definitely got it at the moment, and he's going to have the slipstream surely this time on Ollie Greenall. He's going to be close. Goldstein looks over his shoulder, expect to move into turn 4. He's already sizing it up. But in terms of straight line speed, they're actually quite even. So maybe Goldstein's not going to be close enough after all. Through 2, out through the left flick in 3, and no, he's not close enough. So Greenall still holds it for the moment. Ellie Goldstein has picked up a warning flag, I'm told. Now that's fascinating. Ellie Goldstein has a warning flag. Now that's a big problem, because in this category, in IAME Euro, if you get a warning flag, a 5-second penalty comes with it. And you cannot be contesting or appealing it after the race either. So Goldstein is actually technically now running in 5th position, not in 2nd. No wonder he's trying to catch Greenall. But yeah, the 2:10 on my timing screen, that is Ellie Goldstein. So he's got a warning flag. Not entirely sure what it's for. Didn't see him do anything untoward. But as far as the officials are concerned, Goldstein, who if he gets past Greenall will be first on the road, but he needs to pull 5 seconds plus clear if he wants to win the heat. Because now he's got a 5-second penalty that comes with it. That is drama already. Down the main straight. Greenall does seem to be the equal of Goldstein in terms of top-end pace. So Goldstein's going to need to come up with something pretty special if he wants to get one over on Ollie Greenall. Greenall was the Vice Euro Series winner last year. Now he wants to go one better and get the job done. It's going to be a fascinating battle all the way through this 4-round season. And the sunshine here in Zuera has finally come at the opportune moment. Santiago Valve still getting fastest laps in as he chips away at the deficit to Fleming and Lucio. But what can Santiago Valve do about this as he tries to close up? Here is the race leader, Ollie Greenall, staying at a steady 2 to 3 tenths of a second or so ahead. Oh, he's run wide! He's run wide! And he struggles to hold it! If you go wide at that hairpin, you really are in trouble, and Goldstein gets through. Goldstein finds his way past Greenall. What a mistake from the British driver in the lead, as Goldstein has snatched the lead away from him now. A big error from Ollie Greenall, and now Fleming is going to try and make his bid. But this is going to be devastatingly frustrating for Goldstein, who will come across the line in the lead. But with that 5-second penalty, he's not going to be winning any race anytime soon. Greenall's trying to get back at him. Now he's got the opportunity on the slipstream, and he's going to make his move back into turn 2. And he recovers. Drifts out wide. Holds it back on the line. He's going to try and box Goldstein into Fleming. Goldstein's going for it anyway. Tucks back in. On the switcheroo. Oh, Greenall moves across on Goldstein. And Fleming gets past them both. Goodness me, aggressive racing. Goldstein through again on Lucio. Greenall gets back in on Fleming. Ollie Greenall takes back the lead. But here comes Fleming. He wants more. Lucio drifts onto the rough stuff. Now comes back in on the inside of Goldstein. Goldstein tucks out wide. Gets a great switcheroo exit. Fleming trying for Greenall. Goldstein tucking in between the DHRs. And here's Santiago Valve. He wants a piece of it. Greenall defends. Fleming goes for it. Greenall tries round the outside to hold the grip. He can't. Goldstein through in a second. This is one of the best Senior X30 heats we've seen for a long time. Up over the top of the curb. And now Greenall is down to third behind Goldstein. But Tom Fleming leads going into the final lap. What more drama could we have here? There goes Goldstein, side by side. They've got him! Oh, big spin for Fleming. Fleming loses it from the lead, and that's going to put Greenall into the lead of the race. Valve is now in second. Santiago Valve could snatch this. Greenall is struggling for grip. Valve's doing an amazing job. Can the homeboy get the victory in the first race of the day? Lucio trying to hold Goldstein to cover. Goldstein tries to find the gap. He can't find it. This is fascinating stuff, and I can tell you that Jaime Sanz is now only about a second off the pace on those slick tyres at the back of the field. Goldstein tries again on Lucio. Can't get there. Maybe slick tyres are the right call after all. But Greenall's doing his best to hold off Valve. Watch Valve round the outside. He tries his best. Greenall shuts him down. Valve might need something special here. He goes from a long way round, tries to cut in on the far side. Can Santiago Valve get a faster exit? Looks like he has. It's going to be a run to the line in the first heat of the day. Valve tries. Oh my goodness, so close. 5,000ths of a second. What a final lap that was from Santiago Valve. He went into it in 5th position and he loses the win by just 5,000ths of a second at the finish line. Oh my goodness, what a way to start the season. That kind of race is supposed to be saved for the final. But people are going to be raving about that Senior X30 heat for days. Absolutely amazing. Ollie Greenall somehow hangs on to it from Valve, Lucio, Goldstein, and in 5th place is Ariel Elkin. How on earth did he do that? That is absolutely astonishing from the Israeli. He was off on lap 1, and somehow he fought his way back into P5. That is extraordinary. What an incredible race. You've got to feel for Tom Fleming, who falls all the way to 33rd place after his spin on the final lap. But what a race. That is how we wanted to start the weekend. Greenall from Valve, Lucio is third from Goldstein, but he will take a 5-second penalty. Elkin, Rivaldo van der Westerlaken, and Gabriel Stilp in 7th. Great job from the Junior X30 World Final winner. Herolin Neradini, Miguel Silva and Kevin Rabin, Alex Martinez and Ubelt Smoor from Gaspard Lagaye and Bo Heijmans, Hugo Orendi in front of Bart Harrison. Lewis Bird is ahead of Jan Duran for Monlau Competition. Then it's Noah Maton in 19th place in front of the Irishman JP Slater, who made up 10 places. Mikel Marino and Ivan Arias, Julian Carmen and Enzo Lacruz, Delano Valens and Luca Degrange. Arthur Valsort in front of Adrian Marjulio, and then Maxi Schleimer ahead of Jan Rothen, Luis Alves, Lars Venink and Thomas Fleming. Jaime Sanz was last, but by the end of the race, his pace was in the 1:15s, equal to the guys at the front.